Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time today. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's in! Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it to the right here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try the toss to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. So Jacksonville State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Now they'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Powers through the defender. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On the move. Past the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run. And he'll finish the run and the end. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the fullback. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Buffaloes have enough for the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check.
All kinds of running room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's in goal. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bucks. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Line gets set, first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Going right down the boulevard. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. At the 35, he's got room. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down now after the sack. The run to the left.
I don't mind the run here, and I say that because it's 2nd down and forever. And now at least it's 3rd down and ever. Now you have a chance on 3rd down to be successful, not as predictable, not as many yards to get. I think that's a good call by the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Safe completion on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Colorado. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The give on the counter. Ran through the contact. And it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help. Because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Agbana. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you?
The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Twist his way through. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Goes to the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He breaks a tackle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability.
Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll give it to the back. And the Buffaloes get the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and he's
lost one deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Bucks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. The Buffaloes get enough to move the chains. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying the left side. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on.
about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And with the extra point, the lead is even. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That is... Good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished.
He's going for the big play. Snags it. Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Finds his target down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Finds his big tight end. And what moves this guy has. The juice, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Off play action. Floating away. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, look out. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucks. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. Their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse.
And he breaks into the open. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They're testing the right side here. Still on his feet at the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Runs through a tackle. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Bought a little time, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. On second down, they'll take to the air. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.